Ooh. Come on, first time I have 2 cameras and you decided to freeze. Damn. Okay. I think this should do the job. Yeah. Now I think I still need to see, that's the benefit of front screen. Okay. Did you see that? Oh, we call it a 5G again. Actually, a few days ago I came to this place and shoot some B-roll with my cell phone. So in that B-roll you can see their background blur, while in action camera you won't be able to achieve that. So action camera is not perfect if you need the blur effect. But anyway, you know, gear doesn't matter. Okay, finally arrived. So for motorcycle you got to manually reverse it. No reverse gear. See that? Bye 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 bye. Look at that view. Oh. So you might notice I have a secondary camera. Yeah. I was using GoPro 9, right? Actually I bought this camera about half a year ago. At that time there was DJI's Action 1. The reason I bought GoPro 9 instead of Action 1 is because at that time their price is similar, around around 400 US dollar. But you know, GoPro is like the godfather of action camera. For DJI it has the greatest drone in the world, but it's just I'm not ready to spend that much money. Ooh. When I decided to buy a second camera, I thought about okay, how about DJI Action 1, because right now the price is only around lower than 200 US dollar, whereas the GoPro 10 it still costs somewhere around 450 US dollar. So the price difference is huge. And not to mention, if using GoPro 10, still you need a media mode to connect the external microphone. But as you might notice, I already have GoPro 9, so I already bought the media mode and I have several spare batteries. And luckily GoPro 10 shares the same media mode and the batteries as GoPro 9. So that is a huge advantage I have to buy the GoPro 10. Although I wanted to buy an Action 1 because the price is much lower, and if you need to use the ND filter, so you might think, oh, why do you need an ND filter? Well, if you try to use action camera as like a cinematic camera, wow. And in order to get the motion blur, for the shutter speed it need to be kind of 2 times as frame rate. For example, if you're using 24 FPS, then the shutter speed better to be 48. Yeah, you can do that in GoPro, but if it's daytime, I mean, as long as it's lighted a little bit strong, you will find that the image is super bright. You cannot see any detail in that. That's why you need a ND filter. And for Action 1, there are plenty ND filter which you can get. And for GoPro 9 or 10, I think you can get it because the lens, actually not lens, the lens protector, you can change it very easily. So I believe there is ND filter for GoPro, just maybe price a little bit higher. And another advantage of Action 1 is the external microphone. I think the microphone adapter for Action 1 costs only $10 to $20. While for GoPro you have to buy a media mode which costs $100 to enable you to connect the microphone. And with the media mode it's also difficult for you to change the battery, change the SD card. So that is a huge downside. So I'm not sure if the footage here you can see the sound, but I'm pretty sure the GoPro 9 you can, because it's directly pointed that way. However, I didn't buy Action 1 because, so the reason for me to get a secondary camera is I want to have more angles I can put in the video. For example, when I'm talking with one camera, sometimes I might say something wrong. Not sometimes, but I always say something wrong. So in that case, I can just cut to the second camera. It won't be like so abrupt. But if I'm using the same camera and my head is keep moving because I need to check the mirror. As I mentioned before, GoPro 10 shares the same battery, same media mode. So I'm thinking if I get one camera damaged, I can still swap them. I can use the same media mode, I can use the same battery. So if I am using that is close, close for the traffic light to turn right. Ooh, what a view! So if I'm using DJI Action, the microphone adapter, the price isn't high, but the battery it will be different charger, different battery. And let's just be honest, Action 1 has been launched almost 2 years, so there is no way it can compete with GoPro 10. Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, you see the benefit of riding a bike. I'm not sure I can go through from left, but I can go from right, and then I can change the direction. Woohoo! See? That's why you need to ride a bike, bro. And first, Action 1 won't able to compete with GoPro 10, but on the other hand, for videos, I don't think the camera matters too much. Come on, think about it. Like a few years ago, when people they are still using GoPro 3, 4, those who can make good content, they can still make good content. And now with GoPro 9 or GoPro 10, if you cannot make good content, even you get a red camera, it might mean nothing, right? Love this view. So, am I dissing the Action 1? Definitely not. As I mentioned, I bought the GoPro 9 like 2 years ago, right? At that time, there is already Action 1. And to be honest, Action 1's operation system is kind of better than GoPro 9 because at that time, 9 used the older processor, and because of the lame processor, it's quite difficult for you to play back the footage and to give it a review. But with GoPro 10, what I have experienced is perfect. I haven't used Action 1, but from the internet, it's definitely much better than GoPro 9. I don't know how it compares to GoPro 10, but you know what? I don't think it would be a problem. Yeah, I decided to take the right because I know there is a pretty place and I wanted to share it with you. Yeah, almost there. Changzhou Beizhan. And that lake over here. Woohoo! Hey, China! So if you're looking for my advice, it would be, if price does matter, or if you just want to try these things, I would recommend you to buy a second-hand Action 1. And do you need a microphone adapter? Well, if you need to record your voice and in a moving environment, I would definitely recommend you need to buy the adapter, microphone adapter and a microphone. So go with Action 1 is kind of more safe, but if you don't like it, you can reset, and you won't lose too much on the money side. And if you're okay, I want a GoPro because GoPro has better name and the price is a little bit expensive but acceptable, then definitely go with GoPro 10 because the price difference between 9 and 10 is within $100, and the operation on 10 is much smoother. It also has more options, like when you preview the video that I have shoot, you can see all the data inside, so you can decide, okay, next time should I improve something or what. Of course you can manually to remember that, but obviously with the auto function it's better. GoPro 10 also has other functions, like you can set it in different mode, like it has performance and kind of save battery mode. Okay, right now in China, you gotta with your cell phone because you know what? You gotta scan the code. 我的长洲. Okay, here I am. So you have the green code. 啊？
真正的卡多吗？
哎，对，因为常州就是上不了，就是只有部分区域能上苏地的。不。He's asking me that my plate isn't from local, and right now in China, if you are not in local, it's kind of complicated because of the COVID thing. But the reason I get the plate not from our city is because in our city, I am not allowed to have the plate for the motorcycle. Don't ask me why. Ask the Chinese government. Anyway, I'm about to head home. So, see you in next week, I believe. Bye bye.